Hi friends, so today we are going to start with stat practice test number 5, and here's a question. Question 1 says, which of the following is an equation of line of L in the xy plane above? Okay, so basically we know that the coordinates which from which the line passes will satisfy the equation of line. Okay, so here what we can do is we can just select some few coordinates which we are able to identify here. So we are able to see that this line cuts the y-intercept at 1. That means this line passes from 0, 1 point. Okay. So we have to satisfy the value of x as 0 and y as 1 in all these equations, and we will be able to know. So satisfying this, we can say that option D is the correct choice because rest of the options are not satisfying the value. Question 2. Question 2 says the circle above with center O has the circumference of 36 degree. What is the length of minor arc AC? Okay. So, okay, the circumference of 36, what is the length of minor arc? Fine. If the circumference is 36, we are able to see that the two diameters of the circle are dividing the circle into four equal parts because they are at 90 degrees with each other. So they will be dividing the circle into four equal parts. So the circumference, if circumference is 36, the length of minor arc AC will be 1 by 4th of circumference. That will be 1 by 4 times 36, or we will divide 36 into four parts basically. It will be equals to option A, 9. What are the solution of quadratic equation 4x square minus 8x minus 12? Fine. What we can do here is we can solve the quadratic equation. So I will do it on the left hand side. I'll do the work on left hand side. Okay. So I can take a 4 common. So it is x square minus 8x, sorry, x square minus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Now I can divide by 4 on both the sides. Okay. So it will become x square minus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Now I can solve this using the splitting the middle term. I can do x square minus 3x plus x minus 3 equals to 0. Now from these two terms I can get x common, and I will be left with x minus 3 plus from these two terms there is nothing as such in common, but to make it into factorized form, what we can take is we can take 1 as common. So we get 1 into x minus 3 equals to 0. Now I can write x plus 1 times x minus 3 equals to 0. So from here we can say x equals to negative 1 comma 3. So the answer is B. Okay. Now next question. Question number 4. Which of the following is an example of a function whose graph is in xy plane and has no x-intercept? Okay. So if any line is having no x-intercept, what we can say is we can say that it is a horizontal line, right? So if it is a horizontal line, it will be like if it is a linear, then it will be a horizontal line like this, which is not passing. If this is the line equation of line and this is the x-axis, so it won't pass through x-axis if it is a horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis. And another thing we can say is that if it is a quadratic function, because I am able to see that a quadratic function is also written here. So if it is a quadratic function, it will be having no real zeros, right? Because either it will be like this or like this. So they won't cross or touch the x-axis. That's why they won't be having any zeros. So if they are not having any zero, they don't have any real zeros. In fact, they will be having imaginary zero, but they won't be having real zeros. So we can say that option C seems to be correct answer. Question 5. K plus 2 minus x equals to 0. In the above equation, k is constant. If x equals to 9, what is the value of k? It's a very simple question. We have to just plug in the value of x and solve it. Okay, so I can write k plus 2 under root of k plus 2 minus 9 equals to 0. Now I have to solve this. So if you want to remove a root anytime, what you need to do is you need to square it basically. But here we are able to see that if I will square this equation, then what will happen? Then there will be a term of root available if I square it right away. So what I can do is I can write it again, k plus 2 under root of k plus 2 equals to 9. Now what I have done is I have isolated the term, and now if I will square it, it won't have any effect because now the root will be removed. So I can write k plus 2 equals to 81 because I have squared on both the sides. K equals to 79. Okay. D. Jackie has two summer jobs. Okay. She works as a tutor which pays $12 per hour. Okay, so let's say here if I come to last, I'm able to see that X is the number of hours she tutors and Y is the number of hours she works as a lifeguard. Okay, now it's saying that uh, she works as a tutor which pays $12 per hour. So the earning Jackie would earn, the money Jackie would earn from tutoring will be 12x because X is the number of hours and 12 is the amount per hour. And she works as a lifeguard which pays $9.5 per hour. So I can write 9.5 y. What does this mean is this is the amount of total earning which she will be getting from doing the lifeguarding job. Okay. She can also she can work no more than 20 hours per week. Okay. So total hours she will work will be x plus y because x is the number of hours she's giving to tutoring and y is the number of hours she is giving to lifeguard job. So the total hours will be x plus y, and she cannot work more than not more than 20 hours. That means if I'm doing x plus y, then it should be always less than equals to 20. Okay, but she wants to earn at least $220 per week. Okay, so the total earning will be 12x plus 9.5y, and it should be greater than or equal to $220. Okay, because it should be more. The 220 amount is the minimum amount she wants to earn. Okay, yes. So we need to find these equations. So x plus y is less than 20, and 12x plus 9.5y is 20. Option C. Going to question 8. In air, speed of sound as in meters per second is a linear function of air temperature T in degrees Celsius and is given by S as a function of T equals to 0.6 T plus 331.4. Which of the following statement is the best interpretation of the number 331.4 in this context? Okay. So whenever there is a linear relationship between two variables and a constant is present. So here what we can say is the speed of time s is a function of temperature T, air temperature T. Okay. So here basically when we study algebra, there are two types of variables. One is dependent variable, another one is independent variable. So this form of equation which it is written, it is in dependent variable equals to slope into independent variable plus some constant. So every time it is in the form of like y equals to mx plus b. Okay. So if we consider this as output and x as input, means we'll put some value of x and we'll get some value of y. So whenever you will put x equals to 0, you will always get y equals to b. So what does that mean is when according to this equation, when temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, the speed will be 331.4. Fine. So the speed of sound in meters per second at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, this seems correct, but we'll go through rest of the options. The speed of sound in meters per second at zero point 0.6. No. This increase in speed of sound in meters per second that corresponds to an increase of no, because it is dependent upon the slope, that is 0.6. The increase in speed of sound in meters per second that corresponds to the increase in no. So it has nothing, the constant part has nothing to do with the increase or decrease of the independent variable, that is temperature T. So option is correct as per our inference. Question 9. Y equals to x squared 2y plus 6 equals to 2x plus 3 is a solution of a system of equations above and x greater than 0. What is the value of xy? Basically what we need to do here is we need to find the value of x and we need to find the value of y. Okay, what we can do here is uh, I can substitute the value of y with x square. Okay, so I'll get 2x square plus 6 equals to 2 times x plus 3. Now what I can do from the LHS, that is left hand side, I can take a 2 out of the equation, which is common out, and I'll get x square plus 3 equals to 2 times x plus 3. Now see, if you are able to see that on both the sides I'm getting same expression. It's just that on the left hand side there is an x square and on the right hand side that is x. So can I say that x square equals to x? Yes. If you will solve it also, then you will get the same thing. Okay. So I can directly also write, that's not any issue because both the things are same. So x square equals to x. So from here I will get x square minus x equals to 0. Taking an x common out, x minus 1, x times x minus 1 equals to 0. Now from here I can say x equals to 0 or x equals to 1. Now according to the condition given here that x is greater than 0 but not equal to 0. So I won't be able to accept this answer of x. So x equals to 1. So y will be also equals to 1. Xy will be equals to 1. Okay. Y will be equals to 1 due to this equation. Y equals to x square. Okay. Keep in mind that. uh, if a square plus b square equals to z and ab equals to y, which of the following is equivalent to 4z equals to 8 to 4z plus 8y? Fine. We'll just plug in the value of z and y in the equation. I'll get 4 times a square plus b square plus 8 times ab. Fine. Now I can take a 4 common out from both the terms. So I'll get 4 common out. I'm left with a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. Now I can write this as 4 times a plus b whole square. Okay. Or also, if I want to send this 4 inside of the whole square, what I can do is, if it will go inside, it will become a 2. Because there's a square, right? So basically it is written as 4 times a plus b into a plus b. Now I want to equally distribute 4 among a plus b and a plus b. So basically I will send a 2 to both of them. It will become 2a plus 2b and 2a plus 2b. So this will result into 2a plus 2b whole square. Okay. Now question number 11. The volume of a right circular cylinder A is 22 cubic centimeter. What is the volume in cubic centimeters? Okay. Of a right circular cylinder with twice the radius and half the height of the cylinder. Okay. See, let the volume of cylinder is 1 by, okay, so cylinder is there, right? So it will be pi r square h. The volume will be how much? Volume of A will be pi r square h. So the radius is r and height is h. Now let's say that the another cylinder which we want to find, the volume of another cylinder which is having twice the radius and half the height. Okay, so I am naming it as b. Fine. The volume of b will be equals to pi. Now instead of r square, it is twice the radius, so I will write 2r whole square. And instead of height h, I will write half the height. Okay, so it will become, if I solve this, it will become 2 pi r square h. So this 2r square will become 2r whole square will become 4r square, and this 4 will be cancelled by this 2 and will remain with a 2. So 2 pi r square h. Now pi r square h is 22. So 2 pi r square h will be 44. Okay. Which of the following is equivalent to 9 raised to 3 by 4? So it's given. Okay. So we need to understand that if it is written anywhere, uh, let's say it is written a under root of a. So if it is written nth root of a, it means a raised to 1 by n. Okay. So if anywhere it is written 9 raised to 3 by 4, we can say that it is fourth root of 9 cube. Okay. Also, we know that what is 9? So basically 9 is the square of 3. So I can write 3 square as 9. Okay. So here instead of 9, so let's say if it is written 9 cube, so I can write 3 square raised to 3. So it will become 3 raised to 6. Okay. So I can substitute the value of 3 raised to 6 here. It will become 3 raised to 6, fourth root of 3 raised to 6. Now I can solve this out. And let's say if I'm bringing this 4 as 1 by 4, I can write 3 raised to 6 by 4. Now if I'm solving the 6 by 4 fraction, it will become 3 raised to 3 by 2. Okay. So now here I can write 3 cube raised to 1 by 2. That is root. If I'm able to see this answer in this question, no. So what I can do is I can still solve this out. It will become okay. So see here, 3 raised to 3 by 2 is there. I can write it as 3 raised to 1 plus 1 by 2. Yes or no? Now if it is written that 3 raised to a plus b, I can write it as 3 raised to a into 3 raised to b. So here I can write it as 3 raised to 1 into 3 raised to 1 by 2. Okay. So it will become 3 into root of 3. It's a simple math here. D. Now question 13. At a restaurant, n cups of tea are made by adding tea bags to hot water. If t equals to n plus 2, how many additional bags are needed to make each additional cup of tea? Okay. So here we are able to see that it is a linear relation between t and n, where n is the number of cups and t is the tea bags. Fine. Now we are able to see that how many additional tea bags are needed to make each additional cup of tea. Okay. So here I can write this equation as n equals to t minus 2 also. Fine. Now we are able to see that slope of the t or slope of this equation will be 1. That means that for each cup of tea, 1 tea bag will be required. That is option B. Question number 14. The function f of x is defined by the equation above. Which of the following graphs is that y equals to minus f of x? Okay, so y equals to minus f of x. Fine. First, we need to know that what is the value graph of this f of x equals to 2 raised to x plus 1. So it will be like this, which will be passing through 0, comma 2. Okay. Now, there's a negative sign between the function, so that means that we are getting each and every value is reverse, like additive reverse, or we can say that it is instead of positive value we are getting a negative value. So it will form a mirror image where x-axis will act like a mirror. So I will get the another other graph like this, which will be passing through 0 comma minus 2. Okay, so if you are able to see this type of graph, then this is our answer, and it will be option C. Okay. Now Alan drives an average of 800 miles each week. His car can travel an average of 25 miles per gallon of gasoline. Alan would like to reduce his weekly expenditure on gasoline by $5, assuming the gasoline costs $4 per gallon. Okay. Which equation can Alan use to determine how many fewer miles M he should drive each week? Okay. So let's say that if he drives M miles less each week he will save how much? $5. Okay. Now first we need to build a relationship between the rupees to miles. Okay. So sorry, dollars to miles. So what we can say is assuming that gasoline cost is $4 per gallon. So okay, I can say that 1 gallon will it's equivalent to how much? $4. Fine. Also 25 miles per gallon. So 1 gallon will travel how much? 25 miles. So I can say that if he wants to travel 25 miles, he need to spend how much dollars? $4. Okay. So I'm trying to establish a relationship between miles and dollars here. I don't want that gallon term because it's not helpful to us, right? It's just given there to increase the length of the question. That's all. Fine. So we are able to see that if he will drive m miles, it will cost him $5, right? Like it is said in the question that if you want to says if you want to save $5, he will need to drive less. How much? 5 m miles. Okay, so that means that if he will travel m miles, it will cost him $5. Is it clear? Okay, so I can say that the miles is M and the dollars is 5 rupees. Currency is 5 basically. I can say that okay. So if he wants to drive 1 miles, it will cost him how much? 4 by $25. Yes or no? We can say that. Now, if I can say that if he wants to drive M miles, how much will it cost? So simply I will multiply this m with 4 by 35, m times 4 by $25. And it is given that if you will travel m miles, it will cost him how much? $5. That means 5 is equals to m into 4 by 5. So I can write 5 equals to m times 4 by 5. Let's see if we are able to see this equation. 4 by 25. So option D is correct. Okay. So this was a relatively difficult question in understanding, not in solving. If you are able to get the concept, it will be very easy. Okay. Maria plans to Maria plans to rent a boat. The boat rental costs $60 per hour, and she will also have to pay for a water safety course that costs $10. Fine. So $60 is the dynamic costing per hour, and the $10 is the static costing that she will have to pay every time. Maria wants to spend no more than $280 for the rental and the course. If the boat rental is available only for a whole number of hours, what is the maximum number of hours for which Maria can rent the boat? Okay, so let's say the number of hours for which Maria wants to rent the boat is X. So the total costing will be equals to 60 times X plus 10 because 10 is a static thing. It won't change. Every time she has to pay whenever she is going for boating, and X is the number of hours she will be boating, and 60 is the cost of boat per hour. Fine. Now the total costing will should be the total costing should be if the boat rental is available only for a whole number of hours, what is the maximum number of hours for which Maria can rent the boat? And Maria wants to spend no more than. Okay, so this should be always less than or equal to $280. Fine. Now I can solve this. So 60x will be less than equal, subtracting 10 on both the sides. So I'll get 270. Now I can cancel the 0 and 0 on both the sides. X will be less than equals to 27 by 6. What is 27 by 6? So I can simplify this. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 9 is 27. So here I can say X is less than equal to 4.5. So also it is said that if the boat rental is available only for a whole number of hours, that means there should not be any point or some that type of thing. So I can write that X, we can take X as 4 because there is no possibility for X to proceed or to take a larger value than 4.5. So we'll end up with 4 hours. 2p plus 1 divided by 8p minus 1 equals to 5p. What is the value of p in this? P is the solution of the equation. Very simple. I can write its divided sign or plus sign. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's an addition sign. So it is very simple question. Just simplify it. Multiply 2 and 8. It will become 2p plus 2 plus 8p minus 8 equals to 5p. Now bring the all p terms on the left hand side and rest of the constant term on the right hand side. So 2p plus 8p will be 10p minus 5 will, so it will become 10p minus 5p equals to 8 minus 2. So I can write here 5p equals to 6, p equals to 6 over 5. Okay, 6 over 5 is how much? 6 over 5 is 1.2. Is it clear? The system of the equations above has a solution x comma y. What is the value of x? Very simple question. Instead of y in the first equation, substitute the value of x. Okay. So as soon as you will substitute the value of x, you will get half 2x plus 2x equals to 21 over 2. Fine. Now, basically see, we can cancel this 2 and 2 on both the side, right? So this will become 4x equals to 21. X will be equals to how much? 21 by 4. 21 over 4. So what is 21 over 4? It will be equals to 5.25. Okay. The value of x is 5.25. So the value of y will be how much? 2x, which is equals to 10.50. So the solution will be, you have to write like this, 5.25 comma 10.50 is the solution. Now they're asking what is the value of x? 5.25. Okay. Now I think there are two questions if I'm not wrong. Question number 18, 19 and 20. Fine. 2x plus 6 over, okay, the expression above is equivalent to a, where a is a positive constant and x equals to minus 2. What is the value of a? Okay. So I can say, okay, so it is said that the expression above is equivalent to a over x plus 2 whole square. What is the value of a? What I can say here is, okay, 2x plus 6 minus 2 upon, okay, so it is a negative sign. We have to solve this. So we have to take a common denominator. So for that, here it is x plus 2 whole square. Here it is x plus 2. So what I can say, I have to multiply this second term by x plus 2 and divide by x plus 2. Okay. So now I will be left with a common denominator, x plus 2 whole square. Now it is 2x plus 6, which was there earlier, minus 2x minus 4, which will be formed by multiplying this 2 and x plus 2. Okay, now I can see that 2x is cancelled, 6 minus 4 will be equals to 2. So the answer is 2. A equals to 2, because we have to compare this thing with what? We have to compare it with x, a upon x plus 2 whole square. Okay, so the value of a is 2. Intersecting lines R, S and T are as shown below. What is the value of X? It's a very simple question. Okay. So 106 is there. So we are able to see that this thing here and 106 are supplementary angles. So if they are supplementary angles, that means their sum would be 180 degrees. So if one is 106 degrees, other would be 180 minus 106 degrees. Okay. So we can say it will be equals to, I think, 74 degrees. Okay, so this thing is 74 degree. Now using the exterior angle theorem of triangle type of thing, if you know that, or we'll go by the old school method, interior angle of triangle, sum of interior angle of triangles is how much? 180, right? If two of the angles are present, we can find the third angle by subtracting both the angles from 180 at the same time. So here one is 74, another is 23. If I want to find this angle of the triangle, I can write 180 minus 74 minus 23. So it will be equals to how much? So 180 minus 74 minus 23. So basically 180 minus 74 is 106 minus 23. Okay. So it will be equals to how much? 83 degrees. Okay. So this will be how much? 83 degrees. So if this is 83 degrees, x will be how much? So x will be 180 minus 83. That will be equals to how much? 97 degrees. Okay. So if it is given that x degrees is 97 degree, x will be equals to how much? 97, because you have to keep units in mind also. Okay, fine. So I hope you enjoyed the solution. If you are having any doubt, you can just mention in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.